Welcome, combatants, to another day in the arena. It's your boy James, aka Neural Net Games, and today I am bringing you my lightning attack deck. It is a super aggro deck that we're going to abuse Inquisitor Captains again by copying them with Delina Wild Mage. And the deck has even just so much more than that. You're gonna see me copy Delina multiple times. It's so good. This deck hits so hard. There are so many secret hidden synergies. I poured over cards for hours to create this deck, to make it just right, to tweak it so that everything works together. So if you're enjoying my videos, if you like the decks I make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and the number one thing you need to do is you need to turn on notifications so that when I put out a new video, you are notified, because even if you're a subscriber, YouTube will very often not notify you right away. Like, it can be days, it can be a week after until you're notified of one of my videos. So it's super important to turn on notifications. Anyways, let's get back to the deck. So the reason I created this deck first was I wanted to use Toralfs. Also, I wanted to find another way to abuse Inquisitor Captain, and that way is Delina Wild Mage. So 3/2, 4 mana cost. Whenever Delina Wild Mage attacks, choose target creature you control, then roll a d20. 1 to 14, create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of that creature, except it's not legendary. So we get to attack with an Inquisitor Captain copy and proc the ability on it. Then if we roll 15 to 20, that's a 30% chance. It is not insignificant. We get to create one of those tokens and roll again. So we get to just keep busting out Inquisitor Captains. We can even copy Delina herself, although it doesn't help you. You don't actually make more tokens of, like, you don't, like, it doesn't stack, if that makes sense. Anyways, so Inquisitor Captain. When Inquisitor Captain enters the battlefield, if there are 20 or more creature cards with mana value 3 or less among cards in your graveyard, hand, and library, seek 2 creature cards with mana value 3 or less, put one of them onto the battlefield, and shuffle the other into your library. So we attack with Delina, we copy an Inquisitor, and we bring in another creature. Then if we roll 15 to 20, we do it again, we bring in another creature. Like, you can easily get a couple procs off this. Sometimes you could get 5. Like, you could realistically get 5. It's not, statistically, impossible. Pretty hard to roll 5 times and hit a 30% chance, but you're going to see me hit quite a few copies here. It's pretty nice. 30%, you can easily hit 1 or 2 times. Like, it'll happen to you. So just such a good combo. We create so much value on board. Then other ways of creating value. Say we don't have a Delina out. We play an Inquisitor Captain. We've got a Toralf to go grab that has haste. We've got a Reckless Stormseeker that has haste, or can give the Inquisitor Captain haste if you play it on that turn. So you play Inquisitor Captain on turn 4. You then get a Reckless Stormseeker, and all of a sudden you're attacking with a 4/3 with Vigilance that turn. And you've got your Reckless Stormseeker. That is huge value. Next, we have Expedition Suppliers. And when we bring in an Expedition Supplier or another human enters the battlefield under your control, conjure a card named Utility Knife onto the battlefield. So, human, 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 elf. Damn you, Delina. Why did you have to be an elf? I was so close to having perfect synergy. So what happens is, you've got Expedition Suppliers out, and you've got lots of humans. So you start pumping your creatures up. And in a deck like this, you need board states where you can attack. And so you've got to figure out a way to do that. I think a lot of people with Toralf's Disciple, they want to make a deck that centers around burn, but I'm not sure if that will work. Like, I just feel like this card is so flippin' narrow, and this is the only way I feel like I could make it work, because our goal here is to come in and just hit hard and put a lot of damage on our opponents by turn 4 or 5. And then hopefully we can get into some lightning bolts to finish off our opponent. And usually, if you play something like a Showdown of the Skalds, where you exile the top 4 cards of your library until the end of your next turn, you may play those cards. Usually, if you get that on turn 5, if you've put, 8 or 12 lightning bolts in already, then you should be able to draw, well, you can't put 8 or 12 in, but you should, if you play this on turn 5, let's say you don't curve out perfectly, and you put in a decent amount of lightning bolts, you should be able to grab a couple of those lightning bolts, put 6 on their face, do a couple pump ups to your creatures, like couple +1/+1s, and then all of a sudden the game is over and they just can't stop you, right? And then we've also got Homestead Courage, which is so good with Showdown of the Skalds because this card, each one is worth 4 counters. You cast it once, you get a counter from it, you get a counter from Showdown of the Skalds. You cast it from Flashback, 2 more counters. So 1 usage of this with 2 white mana is worth +4/+4. I mean, it's huge in this deck because with Toralfs, and here's why a burn deck doesn't work. With Toralfs, if you're just running mostly burn, you don't have a good board presence before it comes out. So it comes out and it gets nuked. What you need to do is have some strong 1 and 2 drops to take some of the heat off Toralf so it can actually attack and resolve. And it needs to attack at least 1 more time to get 8 lightning bolts in to make it worthwhile, right? And so you've got to run a strategy that takes the heat off Toralfs if you want it to do anything. Otherwise, it's just a 3/3 with haste. And that's just not going to cut it. Like, it's really not. Okay, other synergies. Captain Eberhart. 1 and a white, double strike. Spells cast from among cards you drew this turn cost 1 less to cast, and spells cast from among cards your opponents drew this turn cost 1 more to cast. So essentially, if you play this and you top deck an Inquisitor Captain, that's turn 3 Inquisitor Captain. Go and grab a Restless Stormseeker. What's up? It's big time. That is huge value on turn 3 to have a Hopeful Initiate, a Captain Eberhart, a Reckless Stormseeker, and an Inquisitor Captain, and be able to attack with a 4/3 Inquisitor Captain with Vigilance on turn 3. Like, it's just ridiculous. If you're on the play, they have 2 mana out. They've foretold something. They've put down a Luminarch, something. They can't stop you at that point. They will need a miracle. They will need an absolute miracle. Okay, synergies. We talked about all the humans. Now we've got warriors. So warrior, not a warrior. Warrior, not a warrior. Warrior. So we have 12 warriors in here. Another good way for us to make sure that we can finish an opponent off on like turn 5, 6, or 7 or whatever with our lightning bolts is to get damage in. How do you do that? Well, cowards can't block warriors. So for 1 mana, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. It gets +1/+1. A creature becomes a coward until end of turn. Target warrior gains trample. What does trample work really well with? Well, it works well when you're pumping everything up and you've got these, super tough creatures. Next, we have Rahilda, Wanted Cutthroat, first strike, and when Rahilda deals combat damage to a player, exile a non-land card from their library at random. I don't know about this card. I think it's a really good presence. So I think it works in the deck. It's not that I don't know about it for this deck. For this deck, it's great. I just don't know about it overall. What I did was I attacked, when it did work, I grabbed like a Vorinclex or something on like turn 3. I was like, yay. And you actually have to attack to get the exiled cards to appear. And so you can actually cast them, right? And so even when you do cast a card, it's always after you've attacked. And I think that, I don't know. I don't think it's anywhere near as good as Robber of the Rich, my opinion. Anyways, when it goes to night, though, it becomes very strong. It becomes a double striker. And so, when you hit them twice, you're going to yard 2 cards out. And it just works well with our humans. Good board presence, good stuff like that. Hopeful Initiate works well so it can, proc its training with all these tougher creatures. And then we've got Rem Karolus. And you're going to see a scoop today because of this guy. So Rem is really good, but he's only good if you have a reasonable chance of pushing his life total up above 3 and ideally up above 4, right? You want toughness 5 so that, very little burn can get to him. And then against a burn deck, they can't do anything. They can't kill him and they can't damage you or any of your other creatures. And it also pumps up our lightning bolt. So it prevents damage to you or another permanent you control. And then if a spell would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much damage +1. So our lightning bolts become 4. That makes a big difference. It doesn't sound like much, but a 4-point lightning bolt, especially if you can draw a couple of them with Showdown of the Skalds on turn 5 or 6, means 8 damage to your opponent's face. So everything in this deck, it just flows and it just makes so much sense. And yes, by design, I am not putting any other burn other than Toralf's in. I'm not. I don't think it actually works. If you found a way to make Toralf's Disciple work in another shell, I'd love to hear from you, because I've tried a few different things and I feel like I've had a really hard time. I either don't have enough card draw and I don't get to the lightning bolts, or he just gets nuked right away and I never get to put any lightning bolts in. Anyways, 23 total lands, couple of man lands, no Field of Ruin or anything fancy like that. We're here to hit hard, and this is the lightning attack. Anyways, that's it. Hope you love the deck. Play it, comment, let me know. Thanks so much for watching, and let's get to it. Okay, we're on the play. That's a good hand. I've had some rough curve outs with this deck so far. It's so amazing though. Like, this deck is really good. Yeah. I think I've played about 6 games with this deck now, and I have literally not gotten any of my legendary 2-drops, like at all. Not a singular time. What's first? Expedition, Toralf's? Let's go Toralf's. We'll go into Inquisitor Captain, I guess. Although Expedition Supplier first is really good. These pains get way too high, way too fast. If I go Expedition Supplier, I start getting some really tough creatures pretty quickly. I think this is the way. They don't have a lot of removal in here. Like in this deck they're running, so we're getting lots of lightning bolts. Then we go Inquisitor Captain. It's pretty good. Oh. When you gain life for the first time only. Oh man, this is about to get crazy town. Woo! I guess I get a Rahilda. One, 3, and they take 4. We now have 12 lightning bolts in our deck. Let's start making some more knives here too. They get a Righteous Valkyrie, which is not bad for them. They get a 6/6 Cleric of Life's Bond. We will also get a 6/6 here. Yeah, Kargan Intimidator for sure. We're gonna stop. Yeah, we're gonna go like this, and then we're gonna make the Cleric of Life's Bond. Target creature becomes a coward. And I think we're gonna attack with everybody here. They can't take either of our 2 big guys. They can take a Rahilda with the Cleric of Life's Bond, or they can take an Inquisitor Captain. It's pretty close. I think we still do it, right? Now we have 16 lightning bolts. That's a myth. I shouldn't have done that. I mean, I guess it stops them from doing that. I guess that's what they want to do to kill themselves. I mean, I don't think that's the right play. That's why I made that play. Because now they're just in a world of hurt against my warriors. Right? Like, what are you going to do? The only thing they can do to save themselves here is have an Inquisitor Captain that can hold it off, can hold them off. They Skyclave one thing. Which one? The Kargan Intimidator is good. The Expedition Supplier. Okay. I don't think that's going to save you. I really don't. So we stop the Cleric of Life's Bond, and we also have an Inquisitor Captain here. Hopefully we'll go get something hasty, and then we can also lightning bolt them to their face. Oh yeah, there we go. Reckless Stormseeker. Or do we 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's better? I could lightning bolt their Skyclave. Let's just make this. Yeah, we'll get them next turn. We can't quite get there, right? You're a coward. And then, what do we do here? We're not exactly where we need to be, you know? I guess we just go here, but I don't think all-out attacking is the right play. Yeah, I think I just have to do that, right? I just don't want to give them any space. So if I attack with all 4, I get a 3/3 back as well, right? They take out here, they take here, right? And they take out one of these here. And then we get a 3/3 back. I don't think so. More lightning bolts. Where's the Showdown of the Skalds when you need one here? Next turn, we can do a lot more. What are they going to do? Another Righteous Valkyrie. That's pretty good. Is them 4 life, 5 life, 6 life? Okay, we get a Rahilda. We have a lightning bolt, right? We have a pretty big attack. What's better, Rahilda? We can go 6/6 here. We definitely have to make sure that... Could I have given him trample last time? Did I miss that? No, I used the mana for the... I used the mana. Okay, so you're a coward. I think I want to play a Rem here, right? And then we're going with everybody, I think. So what makes the most sense? Everybody is in fairly good shape. This right here, it's probably better. I still have only drawn one of these. Let's see what they do. Righteous Valkyrie for Kargan Intimidator. Okay. 2/2 on the 5/5. 3/5 there. 3/3 there, right? We get 3 through. If I go here, I get 3 more. But I think what I want to do is kill this Righteous Valkyrie, right? We get rid of both the Righteous Valkyries. Okay. That was a great play. They only have one creature left. They got to be able to block warriors. I think they're dead, right? Let's see what we pull here. They haven't been able to attack once with that damn cleric. Yeah, we have that gone. We have a Rahilda, right? We can't stop that from blocking. So they take 5 and they take 3 and we get 5 on them. We don't have enough to kill them. But I have so many lightning bolts. I guess we do though, right? Let's go utility knife here, right? And there's 6. Right? Yep. 5 minus 3. They get 2 blocks. Lifelink? Oh, lifelink. Flippin' lifelink. Okay, I guess we're just going to go like this then. And then let's play also a Rahilda here. Frickin' lifelink. We got another utility knife for Rim. Let's see if they can pull out another miracle. Yeah. I just need one of my 20 lightning bolts. This is a very strong deck we're playing, so I'm pretty impressed with how this is going right now. Okay, so they're at 4. They're going to block 3, right? They got 1 flyer there. So we put 1 here. What did they just foretell? Starnheim, or is it a Doomscar? 1 more mana would be super helpful here too. So I guess we have to block, right? So we just block here. They get 3 life. I mean, you have to, right? Or not. I guess that's a mistake. But it gets lifelink away, and still, now we just bomb them here. I don't think that's really a mistake. I think it's okay either way. Kargan Intimidator to stop one thing from blocking. Yeah. Although it doesn't stop everything, does it? Let's do this. Expedition Supplier. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. I think it's really close. Okay. See if they can hold this off. If they Doomscar here, I'm going to laugh so hard. I'm so sad right now. Okay, 1 more mana for the win. Of course not. I think the block is a mistake, right? Do they have anything else to do to get above 3 life? They get a Voice of the Blessed. Okay. Yeah. Oh, good game. I shouldn't have blocked. But hey, we're not all perfect. Okay, we're on the draw, which sucks for this deck, and I can't get any of my turn 2 plays early today. Like ever. I'm almost never turn 2ing things. It's crazy. I have 6 turn 1 cards. I have like 10 turn 2 cards. The reason I keep it is because we have 3 mana and we're on the draw potentially to get a 2 mana play. Or a 1 mana play, one of our initiates. Angel of Unity, man, this deck's everywhere right now. Let's hope they don't have a Righteous Valkyrie. If they do, it's a bit of a problem. Cleric of Life's Bond is not as bad. Not nearly as bad. They don't have any Lunarch veterans or anything out, so no biggie. Then we're going to go Expedition Supplier. Right? That's our turn 3 play here. Or is it Rem? No, it's Expedition Supplier. We can start outvaluing their Cleric of Life's Bond. We can go Inquisitor Captain, or do we go Delina? I think we have to go Delina first. Because what we'll start doing is we'll start copying Inquisitor Captains here. Cleric of Life's Bond is okay. We just got to stay alive long enough, right? It's going to be close. It's going to be close. They're not getting... Yeah, these little guys are proccing each other now, I guess. Okay, we're in pretty big trouble now. This deck is extremely powerful, this Cleric deck. No blocks. So, do I have to go Inquisitor Captain first? What's the play here? Showdown of the Skalds doesn't get me there. Delina gets me pretty far next turn. So, I guess it's Delina first. What do they have here? I'm at 13. This fool's flying. That's 7 in the air. It's going to be really close. But I think this is our only chance here. Let's see what they do. Yeah, see, they're playing like a very similar version to what I have. They had like a very strong hand. That's a very strong hand with the perfect, just about the perfect amount of mana. And they're on the draw. If we're on the play, completely different. Okay, what are we taking here? We're taking 6, 9, 15. So we have to block right here. Right? It's the only thing we can do. And we got to hope for some huge procs and a huge pull here. Because if we can get a huge pull, we can put serious damage on it. At least it'll be fun to watch anyways. Okay, so we go Inquisitor Captain. Okay, we get a Reckless Stormseeker, which is somewhat helpful, I guess. Yeah, I guess we go here makes the most sense. I mean, we're gonna die here. They curved out on us too hard. Let's roll with Delina. Come on. 13, missed it. Just by 2, hey? We get to draw some more cards here. Just a little too late for us, though. On the play, completely different game. We're putting pressure on them early. We have this board way before they get this board. But still, this is what this deck can do, right? This is what this deck can do. Mid-exiles, yeah. But when they get that kind of curve, Pretty tough. Okay, just go ahead and kill me. You have way more than enough power. Get on with it. This deck is very powerful. This is similar to CGB's, although I don't think he had Linvala in there. But clerics are OP right now. Like, they're super, super overpowered. No blocks. Go out in style. That's okay. On the play, it's completely different. Okay. We're on the play, so I like that. And we have to go that so we can get Kargan Intimidator, Expedition Supplier, Inquisitor Captain. Although depending on what happens, sometimes it's better to go 2 Expedition Suppliers in a row. Highlander McLeod. Having a very hard time figuring out what to do. Kargan Intimidator. I don't know about Rem. I think Rem is maybe... I can't seem to get to the lightning bolts. I never draw them. I had 20 lightning bolts in that one game, and I think I drew 1. Yeah, okay. Expedition Supplier. I mean, he is human, right? Yeah. They're not gonna sack the Lunarch. And the whole deck. This is a copy of CGB's Cleric deck, but we're on the play, so they're gonna have their hands full with us. Righteous Valkyrie? No, they go Spellbinder. They're gonna grab the Inquisitor Captain, which is okay. I would say they would most likely grab the Inquisitor Captain, although we don't have 4 mana, so maybe they're gonna grab Expedition Supplier and hope for the mana miss, which is fine. They don't get it. Probably a Reckless Stormseeker. Yep. Okay, utility knife and they scoop. All right. Okay, hey, there's a good hand. There's a good hand. You guys just missed a game, so yeah. You missed a game where I got 2 lands. I mulliganed and got a 2-land hand. Kept it on the draw. Got no more lands for the rest of the game. Played, yeah, not much. Not much at all. Ooh, we get a Captain Eberhart here, though. Let's try him out. I haven't actually got to use them yet. And their top decks become worse. Our top decks become better. So we could potentially get ourselves into a turn 3 Inquisitor Captain. They get a Frenzied Geist Blaster. Okay, so they're going to start... And they've got Prowess, so they get tougher when they cast spells. Pretty interesting. This has double strike too. So we get a 1-point Kargan Intimidator, which doesn't help us even slightly. So it's probably Expedition Supplier, I'm going to say, because it's not mana efficient to play a 1-point Kargan Intimidator and do nothing else. Yep, you take a knife. Now, if we can keep Captain Eberhart alive, we can start pumping him up. So Rem is pretty good here, and it stops them huge. Oh, yes. 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 Unless they have a 1-point, like, play with fire or something. Which they could have. They're going to have to make a decision after that, though. Yeah, no blocks. So are they going to kill Captain Eberhart? They just might. Okay, the question is, what do I actually want to do here? So when I select it... Yeah, okay. That is going to be really annoying for them. Yeah, they're like pretty much done because of that card. And we're going here 100%. Let's see if they have a, I don't, they could have, yeah, they could have Frostbite. If they have a Frostbite, I'm going to cry. Oh yeah, now they're in big trouble. They're in big trouble here. That does no damage. You didn't read the card. You did not read the card. They scoop. Rem Karolus. The land problems. Always. We're on the draw, though, so we do have an extra shot at a land. And if I just get one white source, I'm in pretty good shape. I'm going for it. It hurts, though. 23 lands. It's like I have like 9 lands in this deck, it feels like today. That's what it feels like. Like, honestly, it's just ridiculous. They get a Thalia. That won't hurt us very much. Although it will make our lightning bolts cost more, but that's okay. All right. Thank you, Shuffler. I forgive you. I forgive you. Let's see what they do here. It's Toralf's probably over Rem because they don't do damage and we don't have any lightning bolts or anything. I think this deck can outvalue this white deck. We're at 4 lands. Inquisitor Captain is going to be beastly. Beastly on turn 4 for us. A code spell cleric? Are people playing those? What? I guess I have to take out the Usher. Because I can't attack with it next turn anyways. You know? I think this makes the most sense right now. We play Toralf's. They make a 4-3 Thalia. No, they go 2-2 there. Okay. We got a Showdown of the Skalds too, but we can't get there till turn 5. We're going to take a fairly good hit here, but hopefully Inquisitor Captain's going to allow us to combo off nicely. We take 6. Yeah, hopefully Inquisitor Captain's going to get us where we need to be. See what they do. They've got 4 mana. They Kabira takedown it. Get out of here. Get out of here right now with this. Get the out of here. Yeah, it has to be Inquisitor Captain. I think we have to stay back though, right? It's unfortunate. We actually get to nice little move there and then we have to not do it. Oh, crikey. They're getting... Oh, man. Oh, okay. Sure. I'll trade one of those for one of your 4/4 Luminarch Aspirant. Anytime. I'm going to get 3 creatures again now. That's really unfortunate. I just can't quite get to where I need to be. Expedition Supplier. Get 3 3/3s. Can we hold them off? Having another Expedition Supplier is going to be real good. This is the difference with having a Luminarch on end step, though. Makes it way more difficult for them. Okay. So we go here, and we go here. All we can do. We're at 1. We need a land. Need a land to double play here and here. That's not the land, though. We can still stay alive, though. So this is a human, and it gets us to double strike. So they're out of gas. We get a human. We have 3/3/3s, and we hope they don't pull any sort of crazy removal or anything stupid. And see if we can just hang on here. Yeah, attacking with their Luminarch was a big mistake. First striker, 3/3. And definitely not attacking. Can we pull it off? Can we outvalue them? If they pull a Brutal Cathar here, okay, good. I'm going to lose it. Absolutely lose it. Expedition Supplier is going to give us so much goodness. If we can go Expedition Supplier, yeah, Rem Karolus, something along those lines. We could save a Den of the Bugbear for a blocker too, potentially. Yeah, what are you going to do? You could have had me. Don't ever sacrifice. Oh. So they want to trade here, do they? Okay. Of course that's what I'm doing. I mean, they have a counter, so they get to save it, but hey, I have to. It's the only thing that makes sense. That's a fine play by them, too. Okay. We don't get the land, so what do? What is the best card? I guess it's Expedition Supplier. We go 1 here. Right? And then we go 1 here. No attacks. I can play the counter game all day long. I'm going to out-counter you. If they have Brutal Cathar or something, if they just top decked it, we're dead. Get the... I guess they're taking a knife. I'm okay with that. That's totally fine. That actually doesn't change a whole lot. I was thinking, oh no, they're going to grab one of my creatures. Just gut reaction, right? Are they just suiciding here? They're just suiciding. Okay, so we go there. We go there. And we go there. So you just committed suicide. Oh, the portable hold like had me fooled there. Okay, we're on the play. That's pretty decent. Come on, Smidai. Into a Rahilda with white, into a Toralf, and then hopefully we get a land just like that. Rahilda on turn 2 is good. They get a Jaspera. It's not going to be good enough for them. Let's go here, and let's go Toralfs. Get some lightning bolts in our deck to finish them off. Okay, we just stole a Vorinclex from them. Okay. Okay. We're going white, and we're gonna go Inquisitor Captain. And now we're gonna go Reckless Stormseeker. And then we're gonna put that on Inquisitor Captain. Boom, boom. And we get a Magda. So next time we attack, we could potentially play a Magda here. They get an Immersturm Predator, but it's not going to be enough for them. Because we're going to play another Inquisitor Captain. Yeah. I think that's the play, right? Good game. Yeah. You dead.